Hello and welcome. So, today I'm going to walk through how I save money every time I go to the grocery store. So, I I've mentioned before I've got some health concerns, and so I try to eat healthy, and I do try to eat organic foods as often as possible with most stuff that I buy, as well as minimal uh processed foods. Fresh is best, natural is best, and all of that. So I'm going to walk through one of my recent grocery bills and show you how I'm saving nearly $30 every time I go to the grocery store. No coupons, no extra finagling. Just go to the store, buy what you need, and leave. So that's what we're going to walk through today. Now, I am going to do this on my computer, but I want to walk through a couple things first. So I majority of the time shop at Aldi. That is where I get the majority of my groceries. Once in a while, if I just, because Aldi is probably, I don't know, 15 minutes away or so, 10 minutes maybe. And there's a grocery store that's right near Hotworks, which I go to every weekend. So if I need something quick and easy, I don't need to go full on grocery shopping. There's a grocery store across the street called Brookshire's. Now, Brookshire is limited. I think it's only in the South, maybe only Texas and Louisiana. I'm not sure for sure, but they're limited. So I go to Aldi. Aldi is also limited in where they're located, but I do believe they are around the country. I believe. So Aldi is somewhere where I go. I know they're in Minnesota because I used to shop at Aldi when I used to live in Minnesota years and years ago. And it doesn't carry all the big name brands and, try to psych you out that you have to buy Kellogg cereal and what is it called? Chef Boyardee if you're buying it canned food or whatever. They don't have that. They don't, sometimes they have those options, but they're not on every product every time. So you learn that buying off brands is okay and everything's going to be okay. And so that's what I've learned over many years. And I've learned that having 30 extra dollars in my pocket is more important than what brand I buy when I go to the grocery store. And this can be important if you have children. I don't have children. I never have had children. So, keep that in mind. But if you have a family that you shop intelligently, they will eat what you feed them. And this is the way it works. I eat what I feed myself. And if I'm going to buy a bunch of junk, I'm going to eat a bunch of junk. If I don't buy a bunch of junk, I'm not going to eat a bunch of junk. If I buy the off brand, I'm going to eat the off brand. That's just how it works. You're going to eat what's in your cupboard. So, or in your fridge, actually. So, just keep these things in mind because everyone is so set on buying whatever name brand. Oh, you have to eat Oreos is what's coming to mind. And Oreos, I do buy Oreos if I'm going to buy cookies, but I don't eat cookies. So, but like there's some stuff you have to just give in and pay the extra dollar or two. But most items you don't need the brand name. You can do the off brand. And this is true whether you are shopping at Aldi or if you're going to what we would consider more of a normal grocery store like a Kroger or Tom Thumb, or many people shop at Walmart. I have banned Walmart from my life because of how they treat customers, me in particular. So I no longer shop at Walmart. Haven't been inside of a Walmart or shopped even online from Walmart since June of 2024 because I don't believe you should treat customers the way they were treating me. So I stopped shopping there. So that's taking a stand, and maybe that creates more cost sometimes because I'm going to Brookshire's instead of Walmart. But you know what? I'm okay with it. So anyway, we're going to walk through what I've spent, not on my last grocery trip because that one was extra, and that shopping list was super long. So I picked one of the shortest receipts I could find. I don't keep receipts forever, so if what didn't happen in the last month, I don't have the receipt. But I'm going to walk through what I spent and show you that you can save approximately $30 every time you go to the grocery store when you're spending less than $100 on your groceries. It's important. If you're getting out of debt, this is how you can get out of debt quicker. Because imagine if you go to the grocery store twice a month or 3 times a month, imagine $30 times twice a month. That's $60 a month. That's an extra payment on your credit card. Or if you go 3 times a month, that's an extra $90 a month. That's definitely an extra payment on your credit card or whatever debt you're getting out of. This is important. This is important. Save money. It's important. You don't need those brand name foods, I promise you. And those few that you do, you absolutely won't eat a fake Oreo, which I understand. You can spend an extra dollar in that instance, but save $29 on everything else or whatever, So you can do it. I promise you can do it. So I'm gonna go on my computer, just do a quick screen share and show you the difference in price when I shop at Aldi versus Kroger is the most well-known grocery store around here, around my area. So that's the example that I'm using. So let's go ahead and go take a look. Okay, so I literally went through because people say, oh, if you shop at Aldi, it's not really that much cheaper. And I have never believed that because I shop there all the time. So I know. But I don't shop at the regular, quote unquote, regular grocery stores very often, unless I'm getting a quick, bottle of creamer or I need some pepper or, something random. But this is my receipt from January 2nd, I think it was, or something like that. So not that old, but there's quite a difference in prices for many things. So the only thing that was more expensive at Aldi than it was at Kroger was this heavy whipping cream that I purchased. And it was $4.09. I don't know why it was that much, but that's how much it was. At Kroger, it's only $3.49. So obviously you would save money if you were buying heavy whipping cream if you bought that from Kroger. And all of the pricing from Kroger are for the generics. There was maybe one, I think this one was the only one that didn't have a generic, because Aldi is, for the most part, most of what I buy there would be considered a generic brand. So, I mean, you can see the difference. Let's do a difference of what Kroger costs minus what Aldi costs. Oops. And you can see, and let's actually get rid of this right there. You can see these are the spots where we spent more at Aldi than we did at Kroger. And so there's 4 items that we bought at Aldi that were more expensive at Aldi than they were at Kroger. So those 4 things were, again, the heavy whipping cream. There was the strawberry cranberry juice that I bought for a specific drink I was making. And so I bought what they had. It was $1 more at Aldi than Kroger. And then these marshmallows. So I'm a coffee drinker, and so I have my little specialty coffees that I make every morning for breakfast. And they had these cute little marshmallows at Aldi, and they were in cute little winter shapes, and they looked so delightful. They had flavors. One was, I don't remember the flavor, cinnamon sugar, I think, and the other one was just standard marshmallow. But they were cute, and they came in these cute little shapes. But anyway, so I paid $1 more at Aldi versus Kroger. Now, Kroger didn't have any cute shapes or whatever when I looked online just now. They just had regular large marshmallows. So that's the pricing that I used for those. But you can see, 50 cents here, $1 there, 29 cents here and there, it adds up. Like this Irish butter. Now, Irish butter is very specifically in a certain package. I don't know that there's another brand other than the one that they sell at Kroger, but you can see it's $1.70 more at Kroger versus at Aldi. I mean, it's craziness. And then peanut brittle. Now, this was again the beginning of January, and right now it's January 28th, so the end of January. So Kroger didn't even have a small option. It was like $7.99 was the only one that they had. That's a $6 difference. So that's a big difference if you're buying like little snacks like that are just
fun to have around the house or whatever. Another one was the pho noodles. So at Aldi, you make them yourself, but they come in a little package with the noodles and the oil and the seasoning. Comes in a little package, and then you make it on the stove or whatever. It was $2.99 at Aldi, but in order to find something similar, the same brand at Aldi was $8.73 because they only sold individual sizes. So that was quite a bit different. And then what else is big different? The organic mini cucumbers, $4.99 at Kroger versus $2.95 at Aldi. So I mean, in the end, I spent, and my receipt shows it. I'll show my receipt probably, hopefully, if I remember. I don't know if I'll remember or not, but I'll try to show it. $79.03 before tax, $107.95 before tax at Kroger, which is a savings of basically $29, $28.92 when you shop at Aldi versus Kroger. And again, imagine if you're shopping, twice a month. I usually go twice a month. If I'm going every week, I'm usually spending about $50 a week, usually. So about 200, 300 a month is what I end up with. But imagine, and this, of course, isn't a family of 5 or isn't even a family of 2 at this point. But just imagine if you're able to save even just $30. If you get more items, you're going to save more money, obviously. So imagine $30 a trip that you're saving. Assuming you go twice a month, a minimum twice a month, that's $60 a month that you could be saving and putting toward debt. $60 a month. Let's pretend you don't eat. Let's pretend you got sick for 3 weeks and you only go to the grocery store one time that month. You just saved yourself $28, $29 by going to Aldi instead of Kroger or whatever regular grocery chain you would have normally gone to. Imagine saving $30 for doing nothing different, just going to a different store. That's all you're doing, going to a different store. And I do eat organic as much as possible. This was not, a big trip that I was out for a bunch of nonsense. But I did get like regular salad bowls, and I did get like regular Chobani, which is a brand name that they do sell at Kroger. So there's stuff that you can find at Aldi that will save you money. I promise you, this is a simple way to save yourself money. Save $30. Why wouldn't you want to save $30 per grocery trip? Why wouldn't you want to do that? And that's only if you're buying just very random basics, right? I don't know. I'm just giving you an example of how you can save money if you change how you shop. Again, these are the savings right here, per item savings. I mean, it's craziness. Y'all need to really look into it. If you're trying to save money on a for real basis, trying to save money, going to Aldi will save you money.